This is the fourth time.
This is the fourth try on this
Oh my
podcast.
gosh, yo.
Hey, listen, man.
This
I
is
just want y'all
love.
to know these podcasts are coming in real time. Like, this is.
If y'all
like,
see my eyes closed for a few seconds while he talking, because I'm so tired. I'm hanging on by a thread at this point. I'm not even hanging on by a thread no more.
It's
It's the thread.
It's Sunday. I think today is the 10th. I don't know. I know the podcast is going up tomorrow morning.
And it's 10:43 p.m.
Yeah, Monday. It's 10:43. So.
Anyway, let's get
welcome
into
to
it.
Sips of Success podcast. This is episode number 8. I am Cameron, and this is my beautiful wife,
Aaron.
Well, how are you doing? Because you just went on.
Well,
a
I
small
said I'm
tangent.
hanging on by a thread. But
We had a
here.
thrilling week, a very
we
enjoyable
did.
week.
We had a very fun week, but a very
and we just ended it off with what happened today.
energy demanding week.
Yeah.
We went to, or I hosted an event
Tonight.
with YouTube tonight.
Yep.
It was so much fun. We did like a mixology class, and then it was just mixing and mingling and music, and it was just a good time. And it's good because in Detroit, we're not a main creator hub like New York, LA, Miami, Atlanta, Houston even, but we really like are trying to get people together, and that's what I love about YouTube too, is that they're really trying to build community in different places. So yeah, it was fun. We had a good time, but I'm just tired now. So.
All right, well, shout out to you hosting.
But we about
to
have a good podcast. I'm excited.
So what are we sipping? Because you about to sip. You all out of whack.
This is our fourth time attempting to record this, so I've been sipping.
We've been sipping.
But this is peppermint tea, and it's really good. It's not very hot anymore, but
it's not. Our dog is like, she had to go outside. She had to.
Yeah, it was just
she
chaos.
She was tearing up stuff in the office. Like she just. We gave her a treat that should last her this entire episode.
Hopefully.
But
anyway, so let's get into it. This or that. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
This or that. Would you rather get gifted an experience or a physical gift? This is in the spirit of Christmas, but it can be in general.
Yeah, in general. I think I'm going to take the experience. Just, I guess, in light of Christmas. I feel like my family does something different each year, so I view that as an experience.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's something always to look forward to, but also something that I don't feel like getting into right now is that I also experienced not receiving a physical gift from a part of family in my childhood before, so it never made or broke me. I always had something to rely on, which was an experience from the family that I considered to make the holidays the best, special. So I guess I didn't need a physical gift. I do like physical gifts, but I don't think that it just. I guess I'm happy when I get them, but it's not like I need them to survive.
Right. That's real. I would say for me, I like both, but if it's a physical gift, I feel like there's more of an experience attached to that. If it's a very intentional gift. Yeah. So if it's something that I've said I wanted, or something that really goes with my personality, or someone gifts it to me because it just makes them think of me for some reason, like whatever, like those things to me create an experience around a gift.
Yeah.
And if I'm gifted an experience, I feel like it's more valuable if it's an experience that I actually want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess for me, if it was a beach vacation, then I would definitely pick that.
That's an experience, though.
Yeah, I would pick it. Yeah, but
she's been dropping so many hints about.
I am like because I have to go to the beach soon. But I would say overall, I would pick an experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want no more gifts, just all experiences.
I do. Don't even think about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
but I was just gonna say, but I just gifted you an experience. Well, it was for both of us, but it was I knew about it. It was a surprise. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say Aaron just surprised me with a trip to New York City for the holiday specifically. We've been to New York City several times, but This time was different because, as y'all know, probably by now, that I just love this time of the year. Christmas is just amazing just because of what I've been able to receive from my family. And I think Aaron has now like grabbed that by the horns and took it up like by 1,000. We're starting a new tradition. So this surprise, which we have been talking about, like what can we do to start a tradition that's like for us, for our family that we're creating like right here. Not like our entire family, but like me and you. And
Right.
then whatever our future holds. So Aaron surprised me with this trip to New York. It was literally a complete surprise. I mean, I was outside doing yard work or something like that. And I don't know how she slipped like this bag past me or whatever.
Because I'm a ninja and I'm good at
Obviously, my back was turned. But anyway, we just got back, and the trip was like full of life.
it. Yeah,
Like,
full of Christmas holiday
we have never
festivities.
been on a trip where we spent an entire trip doing things like nonstop. Like
Nonstop.
it was like nonstop everything, nonstop Christmas, nonstop vibes, nonstop love, like the whole nine. Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yes. So when I decided to plan the trip, because like Cameron said, we have been talking about it, like it had come up where we were like, we should
A
do
few
Christmas
times, yeah.
time somewhere else. Not Christmas, but just experience a different city to see what the energy and what the vibe is like around the
Yeah.
holidays. And I'm a very much so say less when it comes to traveling type of person. And one of the biggest things for me that I was reminded of by myself was when I made a reel or something and I said, don't hold off on doing the things you've been saying you're too busy to do because you're never going to be less busy.
In fact, it's better to be busy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And once you realize that being busy is honestly a blessing, then you start to think about your time and how you're using it a lot differently. So I was like, you know what? Let me just book it. Like, what is there to lose? Who's to say that next year at Christmas time we'll be able to even do this? Like,
Right.
you know, our intention is to go every year, but you just never know. And I'm like, let's just do it now.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just not gonna tell Cameron because I also I know us, and sometimes Cameron is more of he's always more of the logistic person. I'm more of the sporadic, like free person in this relationship.
I'm the planner. She's the
yes.
whatever
So
goes.
I knew that we have a very busy month, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna try my best to just not have any obstacles, and part of that was to not tell you because I just didn't know if you would be like, babe, we really don't need to do that right now. Like we just have too much going on. So I just went on and booked the thing, and I knew that it was going to be a quick trip, but we had to jam a whole bunch of stuff in it to really get the full experience.
Yeah.
And when I surprised you, I wrote a little riddle, but the riddle wasn't really a riddle. It was just more of like a little poem.
Rhyme?
A poem, yeah. Because I told him where we were going at the end. But he was surprised. You were surprised, right?
Yeah, I was surprised for sure. I was surprised. And I kind of want to address something that a comment was made. I just have to because I feel like Aaron posted a reel of like her telling me, and I guess it was like I guess people have got accustomed to. I can't. I'm not gonna say someone's doing something fake or not, but I can't. I'm not an actor. I'm not a great actor.
You're not.
Like at all. Like Aaron knows when I'm excited. I didn't jump up and jump for joy. I didn't jump up all the way up to Jesus to shake his hand for this. Like I didn't do that. But I was surprised for sure. But I don't do the whole running around like, oh my God thing.
Yeah.
I think someone was just kind of like, she tried to, I guess, mask it was don't get mad at me for commenting this, but he didn't seem actually surprised basically.
Right.
Like,
or
all right.
excited. Or
Yeah.
I expected him to be more excited.
I
but
guess what is
yeah,
typical
I
to
feel
be
like
seen.
people just they have expectations in their
Yeah.
head, and it's just like you don't know people
Yeah.
online, so you can't put
Yeah.
you can't.
I just
put
wanted
your
to get that out the way
expectations.
because I don't know if when I guess people hear this podcast and maybe go view that or something like that
Mm-hmm.
as if I wasn't actually happy. So I'm just getting that out the way.
Yes,
Cause
he was happy. Cameron is very chill,
yeah,
and I mean, we're both pretty chill. So,
I'm the more chill of the
I
two
mean,
though.
yeah,
Like when I
I'm
surprise
way
her,
less chill than him.
yeah, when I surprise her, it is jumping up and down. It's like very giddy, like she's on
Yeah.
a sugar
But
rush.
that's just me, even if the camera wasn't
No,
on
this is
me.
like,
Like that's just how
yeah,
I am.
yeah,
So anyway, so it was a really great trip. And I also think it's nice in general to just surprise
yeah.
your husband.
Ooh, let's get into it.
I don't feel like that's like shared. I don't feel like people value
Do you think
doing
that
things for their
you
husband.
think that when it comes to like something as such that it's like the woman is usually getting surprised?
Hmm. I feel like a lot of times women are more on the receiving end when it comes to gifts and being shown love and expressed love in that kind of way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that women don't show love. I
Yeah.
think we are, if anything, more nurturing and more giving and all of that than typically men are.
Yeah.
But I do think that in general, it's not as shown. It's not as common to see women just out here doing things for their men.
Right.
So I thought that was also something that I want to be more intentional with you about. And you're really good at doing it throughout the year. Christmas and your birthday are more of my time to shine because this is a time where I
Yeah.
make it more of a priority. Then I mean, and I hope you feel love for me throughout the year.
I
But
do.
like,
I do.
but it's not a time where I'm just like constantly thinking about
Yeah.
like, okay, how can I like surprise Cameron? You know? So I just wanted to do something nice for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you did a good I actually was
She's
okay.
done with her treat.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Okay, anyway, I'm back. I actually was very surprised that she executed this.
Why?
I'm not surprised about the trip. It's more so like when it comes to like actually like maybe planning something, it would be me.
I'm definitely more of the planner when it comes to traveling.
Yeah, I was saying,
But
yeah.
for me, I would say that I don't really do things without coming to you about them
Right.
first.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
if it's
okay.
me, it's easier for me to like I don't have to come to you about something. I just kind of like plan it
Yeah.
or whatever. That's more so what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I just plan something and we go do it. With you, this was very like it had to be like a thought out situation, but because it was travel, it was easy because
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I've never done anything like this. Like I've never surprised Cameron with a trip.
yeah.
So
she's done different surprises like in our
like
past.
birthdays and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but never going somewhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And on the actual trip, we did a lot of stuff. Like we went to some holiday markets. We're gonna put a vlog up on my channel, but
Yeah.
we went to some holiday markets. We went to some holiday themed bars, and it was just like, what was some of your favorite stuff that we did?
My favorite part, I would just say when we got there on Wednesday. My favorite part from that day was
Well, let's give a little rundown of what we did on Wednesday.
okay. Wednesday we got there. That was December 6th. We got there, and when we first got there, we went straight to eat. Like we went to this place called Black Barn, and after that, we went to go visit Bryant Park, which was a Christmas market where there's like different, I guess,
Vendors
pop-up,
and pop-ups, food.
like food.
Yeah.
We bought a. So I guess we also add this to the tradition each year where we're going to like get an ornament just to remember what each year was.
Yeah,
And this
where
year
we went.
got what
A Christmas
We gotta
tree
put
that
that on
said
the
like
tree.
New York. Yeah.
yeah.
It was cute.
So we did that, and after that we went back, got ready. We went to RH Guest House.
No, we went to the Holly Jolly Bar.
Oh, we went. Yeah, I was gonna say that was.
Yeah.
In my mind, we go to a bar.
We went to
last,
this
but
Christmas themed bar.
Yeah.
It was so festive in there.
It was.
It was so
It was
cute.
OD festive
Yeah.
in that mother. Like
Yeah.
you might have been walking down Candy Cane Lane.
Right. And then we went to RH Guest House, which was
Oh, that was amazing.
that was like a trip highlight. If you are in New York
Yeah.
or visiting, you have to go there. Super nice. Not the same as RH, which has a lot of them have rooftops, which
Yeah.
there is an RH in New York, like right across the street from the RH Guest House. But the food was amazing. They have a different menu than the RH rooftop, and they serve cocktails, which the RHs typically don't.
I think it's just champagne and wine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
typical RHs. But and then they had this champagne and caviar bar
In the basement.
downstairs,
Yeah.
and it was so
It was a vibe.
nice. It was such a vibe.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, if you're not watching on YouTube, we're gonna have some clips on here.
Yeah,
so you
like,
can come look.
The
at
vlog will be
video.
up Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite thing from the first day?
The first day, RH.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I was like, it's hard to come up.
Don't get me wrong.
RH.
I love Christmas, but ain't nothing better than growing
Yeah.
sexy time
And it
with
was-
your wife.
It was right,
Hey.
and there was no holiday decor in there. It was just a vibe.
No, we
Straight
don't
up
need.
vibe.
But we don't need.
I'm just saying, like that wasn't like super
They
holiday.
gave a balance.
but
They
it was
like, all right, we
nice.
did some Christmas stuff, but
Yeah.
let's go do what we really love to
Yes,
do.
because we really
Yeah.
like an upscale kind of vibe.
Like little vibe,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was the first day, and then the second day we really
Oh my
jam packed it. Like we
Bruh.
woke up extra early.
5:45 a.m.
Took Christmas photos. We're out on the New York streets on Fifth Avenue by 7:15 a.m. to beat the crowds so that we could actually take some good pictures without a million people in the background. And it was well worth it because we got some really good shots.
Yeah.
And it was like nobody out.
In less than 30 minutes, people were out.
Yes,
Like,
by 8 a.m.
o'clock, yeah.
a wrap. So if you are going, I highly recommend you go and get your pictures. If you're going to take photos, even if you're taking non-Christmas photos,
It don't matter.
you just need to get out early in New
just,
York.
If you want pictures in New York,
Yeah.
go early.
So we did that, and then we walked down Fifth Avenue.
Well, no, we went and had breakfast.
Oh, yeah, we
with-
had breakfast.
Yeah.
with
the
some of our
photographer
friends,
and
yeah.
Danny Paul and his girl,
Yeah.
Asa. That was cool. We went to what's it called? Frida's.
John's wife, Frida.
Yeah, John. Yeah, that.
Jack's wife,
Oh,
Frida.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not sounding right. But yeah, we went there. We kicked it with them for a second. After that, we went back to Fifth Ave, and
Yeah.
then
And
this
did
was
some window shopping.
shit. It wasn't just window shopping.
Yeah, it was.
No, we went and got
Oh,
our
yeah.
gift.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Aaron. Now I'm proud of you for this.
I saw multiple things I liked.
She saw multiple, but this one particular thing, I promise you, I thought she was about to buy it. I don't know why she didn't. I said she could, but she
no,
didn't.
I didn't need to buy that. But anyway, I saw a really cute handbag that I liked. Didn't buy it, had discipline.
Super
and
disciplined.
then we were like, let's buy our Christmas gift here. Because I feel like it was just a nice experience in general to
Wait, so I don't think we've ever did we confirm that buying a Christmas is this also a part of the
I
tradition?
think it should be.
Okay.
It doesn't maybe it's not a joint Christmas gift all the time.
Okay.
Maybe next time I can get the handbag I want. And you can get something you want, like a pair of Nikes.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
Handbag Nike. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Actually,
But-
I'd be cool with that though.
No. But yeah,
Um,
I think that would be a nice tradition to I mean, I we have so much stuff. Like we don't really need a tree full of stuff underneath it on Christmas morning to enjoy Christmas and each other. So I'm like, let's just do something that has some type of memory attached to it. And I think that getting something there was perfect.
Yeah. Well, where did we get it? You just saying there.
Well, I thought you were gonna say it.
Oh well, so we went to Cartier. Something we wanted to do. Actually, when we were in France, we were supposed to do this. Of course, life went left with injury and all that stuff. But we went to Cartier. We got our love rings, same finger. So this is our joint gift this year. I think it was an easy way to do something joint and kind of give ourselves a Christmas present.
Yeah.
I guess it was no. I guess the time we didn't get it before, just to wait for now to make it a part of this surprise trip, this tradition that we've started. So yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and the people there were so nice. And
No, they were extremely nice. We had that juice bar was dope, or I guess a coffee juice
yeah,
bar.
they had like a complimentary coffee bar, and
Yeah.
it was 4 floors, huge Cartier store, like
Yeah.
just really cool experience in general.
Yeah.
So I feel like we'll always remember that. And I think that that's kind of what I meant with the this or that. When you have a physical gift, but it's attached to an experience, it
yeah.
makes that to me is like the perfect gift.
Yeah.
When they both kind of intersect.
Yeah.
So,
Because
yeah.
it makes it more about the experience versus like the actual product.
Because then when you think of this ring, you
You're gonna
think
go
of
back
you
to
think
New
of
York.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we did that, and then after we got our
This is, by the
rings,
way,
this is
this
like
is like
early.
1 o'clock now.
Yeah.
We didn't been up for 20
But
hours at this point.
yeah. So after that, we go to this really cute area, the seaport, I think it was.
Yeah, the seaport.
And they had all this big old pop-up restaurant slash holiday themed experience.
Yeah.
They had like Santa, a bar, these cute tent clear tent things that were kind of like igloos. You've seen those igloos.
Yeah.
And lights everywhere. It was just so cute. S'mores. And so we booked that, had a cute little time there. The food, not so great.
Nah, this is actually the food was the worst food we had.
Yeah,
on
it
this
was.
trip. Like,
It was
I
not
think
good.
it
But
was
the
really
vibes
just for
were
the looks.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a cute experience.
Yeah.
I feel like if you had kids, they would love that because I feel like it was like a family type of activity.
It was.
But you could go there on a date night. It was
I mean, it
cute.
was some people. We were there on a date,
Yeah.
I guess. It was some
So-
other couples there, like on a date, but I think they had like the little pony thing.
Yeah,
like,
it was really cute.
They did have. I guess the only thing wrong was maybe the bar. I guess if you're into that or whatever, but like
Mhm.
with all that kid stuff around, it just doesn't put me in the mindset to like go to the bar.
Yeah.
Like it was
no.
kids in our like by us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were having a blast. Like all the kids, they were having a blast, and it was dope. But yeah, the food was like the worst part of the trip.
Yeah.
There.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So after that, we went to Union Square Market, which is another big holiday market. Apparently, it's the #1 holiday market. I don't know if it's the United States or the world, but it is like
Dang.
a very popular holiday market. And we almost didn't go because, well, that's not important, but we almost didn't make it. But we ended up squeezing it in. And we got these truffle mozzarella cheese sticks.
Yo, these cheese sticks.
They were
probably the best cheese.
They were so
At first,
good. They
I
were
was
the best
like-
cheese sticks I've ever had.
No, at first I
mozzarella
was
sticks.
saying maybe not, but when I think about it,
I'm
these are the best cheese
like,
sticks
what
I've ever had.
mozzarella sticks have
I
you
don't
had
know.
that taste
I
better
guess
than
when I
these?
said that, it was after one bite too. So no,
Child, after a half a bite, I was like, oh yeah, these the ones.
nah, yeah, them
They
boys
were
got
so
smacked.
good. So we had that. We walked around there for a little while, and then we went back to our hotel.
Got dressed.
Got dressed for the night, and we went to this restaurant called Felice 56.
56.
So nice. Like
Great.
huge Christmas tree in there, like very festive, so cute, right in the middle
But it
of
was a
Midtown.
mix between like it had like the decor, but it was a mix between the decor and like a I guess classy vibe. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Justin went with us.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get Randu with us
I know.
because she had work to attend to at the last minute. But
Yes.
Justin came out, hung out with us for the rest of that evening.
Yeah, we
which
went.
was cool.
Yeah, we had fun with Justin, and we went to the champagne. Well, we didn't go to the
We
champagne
tried to go
bar,
to the champagne bar, at
but
the
we did go
Plaza.
to the Plaza because Cameron's favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone. So I initially actually wanted to stay at the Plaza, but the prices of the Plaza was not fitting the prices I was trying to pay. Not to have booked at the last minute.
At the last minute, yeah.
So I was like, next time we go, I just have to plan further ahead. But they basically have this champagne bar that a lot of people, like it's like a holiday must do. But we didn't get to go in the champagne bar, but they did have a restaurant right next to the champagne bar. And we
Okay.
just got drinks there and it was fun.
I mean, I
It
don't know
was
what the
nice.
champagne
I know. I don't know what the
thing would have
difference.
provided,
Yeah.
but that was a whole vibe in itself.
Exactly. So fun.
Yeah, like the whole ambiance was like dope.
Yeah. So we really jam-packed that second day. And then the next day we left.
Yeah, we came home. It was really like a 48-hour trip to New York. So
Yeah.
I mean,
But it
all
was
in
good.
all, like
Next time I would definitely do one more.
we need
day,
to add
though.
an extra day just because I don't think I'm ever doing that much in one day again.
We were wiped.
No,
Literally
Aaron literally
wiped.
got into the.
I was
First
like
of all, she
this
was
in
falling
Uber.
asleep at the last bar. or
Yeah, at the
whatever.
bar at the Plaza, I was like, dude.
When we got into the Uber, she went to sleep immediately. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. So
But-
it was overall, I think, a really good trip.
Nah, it was amazing. You did a great thing, like a great job planning.
Yeah. Thank
I
you,
could
baby.
definitely couldn't have done that better. So going forward, these tradition trips will be
Yeah.
all on you.
Now, next time I would say that with any city, I would like to at least book things a month to a month and a half out,
Do you feel as though
because a lot of the popular restaurants, like we could go back to New York and we could have a completely different itinerary, and it
I,
would
I
just,
mean,
I'm just saying, like we could have a whole different itinerary and not do any of the same stuff and
yeah.
still have a jam
But I
packed
mean, I'm just
schedule.
saying New York got a million restaurants
Yeah, it's
anyway. I feel like
so
the
much
restaurants
to
we
do
went to was the restaurants we would have gone to
regardless.
regardless.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but we had a good time.
Really everything was great.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like the trip was great, everything was great. But you said something I think in the vlog at the end of the vlog that we already touched on you saying it's okay for wives to surprise their husbands, and also you said that we think we have like a lack of time or we have spare time will make us, I guess, not do the things that we even want to do. It's kind of like what's the point of working? What's the point of like making a life if you're not going to, I guess, enjoy it? What I guess for this trip, I know it was for me, but what was really your mindset? Like, what made you think that, I don't know, you was like, I mean, I'm always going to be busy. So what's going to, like, what made you, what was the difference between now and then the other times where it's like, I'm busy.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to do what I want to do.
I think because it was surrounding the holidays, which always just kind of motivates you a little bit more because it's just a fun time.
Yeah.
I also felt like it's the end of the year, so it can't be that crazy. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
kind of like things are winding down. We had a good year. I felt like it could be a good, just little bow on top to experience something new that neither of us have. And a lot of times when we travel and have a very similar experience. You
Yeah.
know, like we did a ski trip, which was something different. And I feel like this is kind of in line with that,
That
where
was around Christmas
it's
time.
something different.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. Yeah.
But
I
most
didn't
of the
even think
time
about
we're
that.
traveling in the summer. It's kind of like somewhere beachy or hot. And, you know, it just kind of brings the same type of experience.
And I actually enjoyed, that's like one of my favorite trips.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So I would say that all of those things kind of helped. But when I made that comment on social media about you not being too big, like you're always going to be busy, basically, it was more with the mindset of content creation or doing something in terms of work or something you've been putting off
Yeah.
in that way. But I also think once I listen to it again, I'm like, no, this also goes for prioritizing your marriage or prioritizing fun or relaxation or whatever that thing is for you that you have been putting off. It doesn't have to just be work related. It
Yeah.
can be anything. And I look at our lives and how blessed we are and how busy we are, and we use that word so loosely, busy.
Super
And
loosely.
it's, you know, at the end of the day, the way I feel is you make time for the stuff that you want to make time for.
Yeah.
So if that means that I might have to front load my week so we can have Wednesday through Friday to do something fun, or work over the weekend before, or the weekend after, so that we can squeeze and make Wednesday through Friday our weekend because we're able to do that. Like, that's what we just gonna have to do, you know? So I don't know. I'm trying to make myself not assume that because busy in routine is always going to be there. So I don't want to confuse busy and routine with creating memories and like living life, you
Right,
know,
yeah.
and making routine stop us from doing the things that we want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. I just want to be more of a doer and not only say, oh, let's do this or let's start
And
this
not
or let's
commit
have
to it.
this, and not actually do it. If we
Yeah.
have the opportunity, why not?
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of times, and I think you kind of said it, I do think when we say busy, we're always associating that with like work versus like what do we actually want to enjoy from what this work life is creating.
Yeah.
Like it's not all about work. Like, and that's, I feel like also too, something that I guess I began to notice even with us is like I didn't go away to college. So I'm starting to be like, man, if we moved like this would probably take our life even higher
Yeah.
up. Like I think this
I
would take our
agree.
life higher up. And I look at Erin and like all the things where all the I guess parts of life where she's has inspired me even that even for what she does, like it would even just further that. And that's
Mm-hmm.
something that even these past few years that I've just really been invested in.
Yeah.
So like I'm starting to notice that or like just I don't know, being open to like doing things. I'm not really one to ever just like do stuff. I'm like I mean we do stuff. I like doing stuff with you,
Mm-hmm.
but like I don't just say like, "Oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that."
Yeah.
But I think I really enjoy the things that we are doing. I think the more that we do is the more I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like versus before, I feel as though like I have tricked myself into thinking that. I mean, I would like to. It's cool, but I won't say I downplay it, but I don't try to get into it. Like I
Yeah.
just kind of like let it be. Like I ain't really got to do that. Versus like no, this is very enjoyable. Like some of the things we have done, well, all the things we have done has been very enjoyable. So it's just like I guess looking at it that way. Like none of us are that busy to where we can't enjoy a life that we're working for.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really as simple as that.
Yeah. And I was listening to a podcast. I love Emma Greed. She is like
Who
one
is
of my
this?
inspirations. She is the co-founder of Good American, Khloe Kardashian's brand.
Okay.
Also, like one of the
Oh, the girl you keep
co-founders of
talking about.
yeah,
Okay.
of Skims, and like
Okay.
she had her and her husband have a bunch of businesses. But she was saying that her and her husband do little activity like okay, let me backtrack a little bit. So, one of the questions that the podcast host asked was, how do you guys stay so connected when you live such busy lives? And she said, honestly, it's the small stuff. Like we do code plunging together and like we make that kind of competitive. And we're like, how long did you do today? How long did you do today? Like, and it becomes this thing that we have together. And she was basically saying a lot of times when you have two busy people
Yeah.
who have come together in marriage or partnership or whatever that looks like, it's like your worlds are so far apart that when you come together all you do is talk about the things that you did separate,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And she was like, you need to have something
That
even
you
if
can
it's
connect
small
on.
that you're just connecting on.
Yeah.
And that also made me think of this trip because it's just like even if it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be you surprising your spouse with a trip to wherever. It can be something small, like you taking up like going to the golf range once a week or, doing small things, that
Now you
just
speaking my language.
or whatever. Like we did last year around this time we did where we went into the mall and had a budget and like we
Yeah.
both ran around in 30 minutes and grabbed an outfit and did a contest like that. And
Well, the
it's
contest was I had to pick an
who
outfit
had
for Aaron, and she
and
had to
she
pick out.
and I had to pick
You
for
about to say-
and I had to pick for Cameron, and then um our our audiences
Yeah.
voted on who did the best outfit, and it was just like a fun competition for us. But I feel like little stuff like that you can incorporate every so often, just adding some fun to your relationship is really what helps you also just stay connected.
Yeah. Like
Having
you're
no
always having
experiences.
fun together. and-
Yeah.
I mean, like
So
especially like with us, like we literally do everything together. We work
Yeah.
together.
we do everything together.
Yeah.
We're very codependent.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just
So I think doing the different things will help. I don't think we've ever been disconnected,
but that helps us
but
maintain our connection.
exactly.
So
So that we won't become disconnected.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm happy that we went on the trip and that we both had so much fun. And
Did you have more fun
I
than I
don't
did?
know, probably.
Aaron has been dying for a trip.
I have, and that kind of scratched my itch a little bit. But I still want to go to the beach. So get on it.
Nah, we'll be going to the beach soon.
Yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please go watch the vlog. It won't be up by the time this goes up, but it will be up
Tuesday.
probably in a couple days. Yeah.
Yeah, on Tuesday.
So
Get
anyway,
bet that. Yeah.
make sure you leave us comments. Well, make sure you let us know you're this or that. But also, please leave us a review on Spotify, wherever you watch your or listen to. Oh my God, you guys, I'm losing it. Wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple, Google, whatever, wherever we're at, please leave us a review. And it just helps us, level up in the rankings.
Yeah, man, trying to get this podcast to be one of the best ever. And I know it's still the beginning and I'm still getting like comfortable here, but I'm really glad that I've gotten some encouraging comments to where I'm like, oh,
Good.
okay, yeah. Like
Yes.
someone just said I'm loving to see I guess Cameron's like point of view. But
I love that.
honestly though, it's kind of like on the camera. Obviously, off camera, I can talk and I can have very, I guess, lucrative conversations. But it is difficult sometimes on here.
Well, you're doing much better.
I'm confident, but it's more so like it's not as easy. But
once you realize you don't have to say things in a certain way.
But anyway, yes. If you rock with me, then you rock with us. We hope you enjoyed this episode. I thank you for tuning in. We are enjoying this week by week, and we only gonna take this up. So yes, if you rock with me, then you rock with us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.